Let me explain prediction for the young wood, young earth dragon year 2024. The young wood, young earth dragon year affects everyone in the world. Most importantly, there is a huge synergy effect when you have a connection with the young wood, young earth dragon year, and your own 4 pillars of destiny. And people with bad fortune can experience great ill luck. Let me briefly explain how this Ganzhi stem branch calendar called the Yang Wood, Yang Earth Dragon Year is formed. The shape of the young wood basically means a leader. Another thing, the young wood represents God. In other words, it refers to the position of God. The position of God means that I represent the king. God governs and governs all countries. So the young wood sat down with a young earth dragon underneath. Young earth dragon is basically a large reservoir. A reservoir is a storage of everything. So the shape of the young wood, young earth dragon, means the people who took power in a country, the people who run big companies, the people who are in charge of the heads of organization. They tend to try to increase their power. They want to make their companies bigger. They want to make their organizations bigger. If you put this into a country, from the standpoint of each ruler of the country, there is a strong tendency to strengthen his power. For example, the United States, Russia, China, these great powers tend to try to make their countries bigger and their power bigger. So it could be a year when these great powers meet and they can cause unexpected fights or clashes. In particular, the young earth dragon represents these reservoirs, in other words. In other words, water can have a huge explosive force. What if the waves hit you? Isn't it amazing? I say the young wood is the leader of each country. If they make a mistake, a big clash can happen. When the young earth dragon comes, it's also a world war, like World War III, or throwing nuclear bombs. And it's a very dangerous year for that to happen. The other thing is, in terms of the season, the young earth dragon is spring. The young earth dragon in spring is a good time for planting, so that all plants and trees can thrive. In other words, if the ruler has a good heart, he can do very good politics. The young earth dragon is responsible for storing water, storing yin, and putting yin into the ground. But it's a year when politicians have a strong tendency to exterminate the people they hate, or the people they hate when they feel bad. So the young wood, young earth dragon, also represents a good time, because it represents such a season as spring in a broad sense. However, if you use it wrong, it has a bad effect